Okay, so today I want to talk about eating disorders and being trans, because that's something I've been thinking about a lot. And I definitely have some type of eating disorder. I would say it's not super serious. Okay, let me backtrack. I've struggled with restrictive eating since I was in 6th grade. And I've always the reason is because I want to be more androgynous. And I don't know, it just has been something I've been thinking about a lot, because I'm really trying to heal my eating habits, or I don't even know if I'm trying to heal that. I've just been thinking about transness a lot and what it means to be trans, and it feels weird even saying that out loud, calling myself that. Although I think my gender dysphoria has shaped so much of my experience. I don't even know where I am on the gender spectrum, or so I was assigned female at birth, as you can probably deduce from my voice. But I'm definitely on the androgynous / masculine end of the spectrum in terms of how I identify and like to present. And androgyny for me has always been super intertwined with thinness, because thin bodies are less readable. I don't want to be curvy. I also don't want to be super buff. I think my ideal gender is probably a skinny anime boy. That sounds fucking amazing. I think I want to be some type of pretty looking, slightly masculine but not super masculine guy. And this is random, but I've also been thinking this all started because I've been thinking about starting testosterone. And before I do that, I really want to figure out what my relationship with my body is, and how much of it is gender dysphoria versus just negative body image that can be remedied by having better self-confidence and stuff. And thinness is also so tied with the pursuit of thinness is not just androgyny, it's just a lot of fat phobia. And I think being a person of color has also really shaped my perspective on my gender growing up. For example, growing up I always wanted to be a white boy, and to just have that level of freedom, or feel that level of freedom and lightness, to be so carefree is what I really wanted. And even now I feel when I'm around white boys that, like I just feel this like crushing, almost like crushing is a bit dramatic, but like this huge sense of like inferiority. Oop. And it is just like, yeah. So basically I'm trying to figure out whether I should take tea or not, or like I've also been trying to work out more to like build muscle, but that's also like low-key really triggering my disordered eating habits because I want to gain muscle but I don't want to gain weight. Like I just want to like make my body more masculinely shaped. So yeah, it's just been like kind of a mindfuck. And yeah, I like the thing I'm struggling with is like I know I don't want to be like a masculine man. It's not what I want, but I also definitely don't want to be a woman. And I feel so uncomfortable in my body right now because I feel like people read me as like a girl, and I don't like that. But I'm thinking in my head, if I were to like look like, you know, the anime boy that I so desire, like would I even be happy? And I honestly don't know. So that's like kind of where this fitness thing comes in, because like if my body does become more the shape that I want it to be, like would I actually be happier? So that's what the fitness journey is about. I also like want to like get a binder, and there's some other stuff I wrote like on my notes app. But yeah, it's just like feels like these thoughts are running through my head like fucking 24/7, and I have never told anyone about this because I feel so ashamed of like my eating habits, and I always pretend like I'm healthy and I don't have any problems with food, because in the past there's been like, or there's still a lot of like internalized misogyny in me, and I feel like caring about your appearance like is vain, but it's something I care like deeply about, and I think about constantly. And I think a big part of it is like vanity, like, and I don't think there's anything wrong with like caring about how you look, like intellectually I know that, but there's just like a lot of shame in me surrounding that topic. But also like it's a lot of that kind of misogyny mixed with like just like gender dysphoria, so it's just like constantly swirling around in my head, and I'm just like on this path to disentangle everything that's going on. And you know, as I'm talking, like I feel like it doesn't sound that serious. Maybe that's just me, like fucking, I don't know, doing some weird shit, but like, yeah, it just makes it feel so suffocating, and I'm scared to talk to other people about it, and I don't really have like any trans friends, or like maybe one, but I don't know if they like feel this body image thing, and I just feel so ashamed, and I want to open up about it, but I'm so fucking like, I'm just scared, bro. And yeah, that's kind of been